5.
5 means we're live. Hello, folks. Sorry we're running a little bit late today, but we're back with Bygone Keep with my lovely cast and crew. The crew being pretty much entirely Foos, the cast, everyone else plus Foos. So thank you, Foos, for doing double duty. I don't think I've shouted out Anita right off the top. So, girl, could you bring us into this level, bring us into this energy for tonight that we need? I deeply appreciate that.
I have a best friend! Hey everybody, my name is Anita. Today I will be playing Effie Twist Tremble. That's that wizard right over there. Effie has a new best friend. Their name is Chompy, and they can do no wrong. Even if sometimes they eat live goblins begging for their life at the dinner table while everyone else is trying to enjoy a meal. They are besties. And they can do no wrong. It's okay. The goblin probably deserved it. With that, find me at Anita the Lesbian on X. Apparently that's its name now. And on TikTok. And yeah, that's me. That's my life. I'm going to pass it to a criminal, apparently. Booty Master, take it away.
A criminal? Me? For shame. I also don't like the insinuation that I'm not a crew. Let's ignore the fact that this channel predates me by some time, but it would fall apart if I weren't here. I'm that critical.
Joe, get out of here!
All the support emotionally that I provide to everybody all the time. The number of late night calls I've had talking Foos off the ledge because something wasn't working for stream.
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him.
Entirely false. I am just privileged enough to be here because these lovely people let me come play D&D with them. My name is Joe, and I play Brannigan. He's a cleric. He's a dwarf. He's not a paladin. His art's behind me. Foos did it, and Foos is talented, which is why Foos is crew. And I'm just here to look pretty and say things. On Fridays, but not this Friday, I am now also here again to play in the Legacy campaign, and I had to remember its name. It's pretty fresh. for me to be talking about it. And then on Sundays, Dispel Logic is how I have introduced all these lovely people through Mark Songs, our good friend and benefactor. And there we play D&D and have a grand old time. But that's me and the things and the places. So Maya, say the things and the places.
So,
Or not.
Caught my
you ever
shoe.
get called on when you're eating granola cereal? Thanks for that,
Pour some milk in that.
Joe. I love you. Eat you a whole bitch.
Look, I ain't here to be half a bitch.
Oh, bitch.
I am Euphemy. I am not Euphemy. What the fuck? Oh, you got me good. Oh, bro.
Wrong
All right.
twice.
I gotta leave with a disclaimer. I went to the doctor today. They took like 9,000 whatever of my blood. I'm out of sorts. I was in traffic for like an hour and a half. I'm not doing great up here. That's right. That emote is absolutely correct. I am Dane Bramaged. I play the monk, Mauricio. I can remember my character names. Didn't even need the loading bar this time. Background is done by Foozca, and the art is done by Naylissa. This is a peak crew. See, I'm doing it. I'm coming back. You can also catch me on this channel. I lied. I'm not back. On Fridays and Saturdays and soon to be Sundays. And on Fridays, it's difficult terrain. And on Saturdays, it is difficult terrain for this week also. And on Sunday, it might be difficult terrain again. Who knows?
Every day is difficult terrain.
Just saying.
I'm so excited.
Push for the stratosphere for this. But yeah, it's always been a joy to roleplay with a lot of you. I love y'all's, your families. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Kiskatonic. I'm blending your name with your shirt.
Okay, I'm assuming she means me. Okay. Hi, call me Kit. I'm also known as Kiskatonic, as you heard before. I'm also known as Kitendo and Kibbles and Bits. I play Corlin. That's this lady right here. Art by Foozca. I believe she's up there for you guys. Lovely shit as always. This is the only character I have left that currently has some kind of demon deal on the board. So we'll see what happens there. You can't really find me anywhere else on the internet but here and chess.com. You can sometimes find me over at Anita's, what the fuck is it called now? X profile? Whatever that's called now.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, the Twitters, whatever.
Don't indulge the bad billionaire.
It sounds
Okay.
like an adult website.
Oh, I know,
It
yeah.
looks like one, too.
I think somewhere,
What a
somewhere like in
great
Asia, it got banned because they were like, no, that sounds pornographic.
Awful.
Like,
So wait, did you just say we could find you over at Anita's ex's? So your ex's place? I don't.
Maybe hooking up on the reg. It's nobody's
That's
business
betrayal,
but their
kid.
own.
Not gonna lie.
Don't insult a woman like that. Come on, Maya. Anyway, that's about it for me, I guess. Doña Foozca, por favor.
Hello, I'm Foozca. I will be playing Moody, the Vengeance Paladin today, and our schedule is going to be a little spicy this weekend, as Maya has already alluded to. We're having a doubleheader difficult terrain, as last weekend we had a doubleheader legacy, and it was super, super cool. So we're doing it. It's going to be exciting. And then on Sunday we have the premiere of a new show run by a friend of the channel, and her first time being here, Anne. So it's going to be super exciting, and I'm hyped to do it. I'm still finishing up assets for it, but there's going to be more announcements about it once everything's done and ready to go. So we're going to be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But look forward to that, and it's just going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think that's it. I'm here almost every time it's live, so I'll almost always be here. But I will pass it back to Nenus, who is likely going to try and eat while he's DMing tonight. And I hope you do, because I don't want you to go hungry.
I want all those ice cream sandwiches to be gone by the time we're done.
That's his dinner, is ice cream sandwiches.
It's just ice cream sandwich. It's gonna me a plate, a knife, and a fork, and a stack of ice cream sandwiches. Anywho, my name is Nenners. I may or may not be eating later. Sometimes go as the Don Denario, Nenarino, whatever insult Foos is throwing at me this week. I'm super excited to get double traumatized this weekend, but that is just a couple days away. Anywho, this is the Bygone Keep. Our heroes, I believe, have just acquired the last magical artifact they were kind of told to acquire in this keep, and are kind of rounding down here in terms of things to do. The last kind of missive from Mistra to Effie was that there was one other set of arcane batteries to kind of deal with that would free the keep of the evil here. In the process of getting the sword Creed, which turned out to be a holy avenger that the paladin is currently enjoying, the party also kind of maneuvered their way through what looked like a series of kind of both fake and real gold and treasure and stuff. They met some cash crabs who were running around, and they befriended a mimic by the name of Chompy. So they have all that going for them. They just completed a short rest because other people, talking is hard, have received items as well. There was a dragonhide belt, obviously the Holy Avenger, and there was Amulet of the Divine. Yes, thank you. So I think that covers pretty much all of them at the moment. And I'm gonna bring it back to you guys. We should be on the correct map. I believe you just finished a feast, which included some questionable servings for the mimics, and you may proceed. So, I'll pass it off back to you.
Hold on, I'm troubleshooting Roll20 on the other computer because even though it's working fine for me, it keeps making me sign in. So rolls won't show for a second, but I'm currently dealing with that. So I'm going to be a little quiet with Moody as he is meditating and attuning with the sword in the meantime.
Naturally.
Yes, but if you need something, yell because otherwise I'm trying to deal with this.
No problem.
Do we know where the battery is?
Not officially, I don't think. That's part of the problem with the keep, is it's such a weird kind of amalgamation of things that it's difficult to track. But no, you don't know the direct way to the battery off the top of your head.
Yeah, Effie will ask her new friends, who I feel like they are very much ingratiated to the group at this point, because this is a hero's feast. This is magic food. It is the best tasting orc and goblin, respectively, that these two mimics have ever had. So they probably really like Effie, and they're probably going to be best friends forever. But now she'll ask if they know anything about a battery somewhere in the keep.
Okay, so Effie, I think you would probably know this more than most, but mimics at their core, while often adorable, are simple creatures. So it would kind of be like asking, a small child where a solar cell is, right? They just, unless they're involved in it or have been taught it. So I'll give you a couple options. You could use your charisma to try to talk down the tech talk so that maybe they can understand it. Or you can use your intelligence to try to completely restructure it in a way that they might be able to understand.
But if this is just a straight either charisma or straight intelligence check, Effie will try to think it through and go with a straight intelligence check.
Sure.
Oh no. Yeah, my Roll20 app is also doing a thing today. So I remember that Effie's intelligence bonus is +6. So I will go to Google's D20 roller and hope that Google will do right by me. I get a +6.
Hey, Foozca,
That is
die,
17.
Yeah, don't mind me. I rolled just to see if it would kick my other account off of it, but
Okay.
this one seems okay. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. 17
Yeah, that's a
is
17 intelligence check to break it down for them.
more than enough. I heard talk of Big Crystal being moved to the Dwarven Wing. It's downstairs. I think. Is it downstairs?
You know how to get to the Dwarven Wing, David?
No. This is. You got to remember, I've been in that thing for who knows how long, so I haven't had the pleasure of walking since yesterday. that's
Well, they didn't move to Dwarven Wing. No, I don't know. Can they move to Dwarven Wing?
I was trapped in Myth Drenor, and they moved that artifact here. So, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know where I am geographically.
This is not Mithrano.
No. This is a keep that was built by one of the surviving houses.
We built it on top of the thing.
No,
Okay.
they brought items from Myth Drenor here.
I thought this was the site of Mithrano. I missed a key component of the whole narrative.
Yeah. No, this is like I said, a keep designed to manipulate magic and stuff, so a disaster of that magnitude doesn't happen again. But it is far, far from the site of Myth Drenor.
Right. Right. All right, downstairs. Well, we just came upstairs, so it must be downstairs. Right, we know where to go.
Our intention was to go downstairs next anyway.
That worked out.
I-
Start walking.
I
Off we go.
am curious. What is Thaven's favorite food?
Oh.
Because it shows up on this plate.
Yeah, it would be kind of a classic dwarf. I would say a dwarven brandy brined pork with a solid cup of ale and like a whole potato just chopped in half, braised, lightly seasoned.
Wow. Dwarven constitutions, man. That's something else. People think that, but won't say it out loud. But yeah, once we're done eating, Effie's ready to go whenever.
I'm headed back through the tunnel we made.
Okay. You can't keep.
Joe's desperately trying to.
Yeah, no, I fucking love it.
We're going.
All right.
I was talking about moving on. There's no meta. This is just Brannigan. Fucking, we got a goal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys were talking at the same time. What did you say, Anita?
Like, wouldn't you have to rock climb 20 feet to do that?
There would. I would
to go
say
back the way you can.
they are dwarven folk, so I'm okay with them clambering up the dirt hill. It might not be at full speed, but they'll make it.
So they can do it. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
they can
that's
absolutely.
hilarious.
This is like home to you. It's, anywho,
Logically assume that y'all had an alternate path because you ended up here, but I don't know that way or how to go that way. I know how to go this way.
I mean, I would say like you have stone sense. It's not. I mean, if you
I assume it's just a hallway. But
this way, and they came down. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
like, I'm not saying their way is complicated. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's just the way to go.
All right, just wanted to point out that it didn't take an architect to figure out
No.
which way they were going. Okay. All right. Is anybody doing anything else other than exiting? Okay. Excellent. All right. So with that, are you taking Chompy in tow?
Oh my goodness.
Because he's kind of like following Effie a little bit, but he does go considerably slower than the group.
I mean, I can tell you, I'm not breaking stride.
Anita, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you're. He was asking you if you
I'm
want to keep
sorry.
Chompy along.
Y'all are talking to me. What's going on?
Are you taking Chompy with you? Or is Chompy
Of
allowed to come
course.
with you? Okay.
Of course, Chompy goes everywhere with me now. We're besties.
Two things to consider. One, he's a chest moving from corner to corner. So stealth at disadvantage is being generous. Like, you will be heard. And he's going at a mean 15 feet per second, or first round, essentially. So I don't know if somebody wants to carry him or arrangements want to be made, but if you're going to go with him, then stealth is a tough sell without a spell, and you will be going a little bit slower, just so you know.
I'm sorry, aren't we about to go down the stairs?
Indeed.
This is going to be very interesting.
That's another thing.
How does a mimic chest go down
stairs? Mimics don't really do well with stairs, especially the chest variety. If he was a four-legged chair, you might have a shot, but...
I'm going to pinch the bridge of my nose because I want to be nice and supportive of everyone's interests. But I'm not going to carry a chest. In the various piles of treasure and nonsense, is there any artwork, any statues?
Give me a... I would say investigation, because you guys have already passive percepted the hell out of this place. Not that you could see, unless you caught pottery art, which I'm not sure I'd work with. But,
well, even if I do, it doesn't serve my purposes.
Okay.
Well.
You're just going to take it and drag on the painting?
No, I was going to find a statue and tell it to be that. They're shapeshifters.
Yep.
I was going to give it an example with feet, but I don't see anything, and that's the extent of my attempt to help.
Okay.
I have now continued moving on.
All right. I'm not hearing any alternatives, so here we go. All right. So,
I would probably. There's like a shield somewhere that some adventurer left behind. Yeah, I'll probably just like give him a little shield and like use it as a sled to go down the stairs very, very quickly.
That's gonna be the loudest thing that's ever been.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly. I'm here for it too.
As a dumb young male that I was for quite some time, I can tell you I have surfed stairs on various objects, and speed control is an illusion. Unless you're physically carrying them, after the third stair, it is an avalanche. Just so you know. And I think Effie being intelligent enough to do physics in her head and stuff, be able to once this gets going, there's no real stopping it.
Like, I feel like Effie will just like leave them on the shield at the top of the stairs until we get to the bottom of the stairs, and then Effie will like give a signal up the stairs, and that'll be their cue to start sliding.
And how devastated you're going to be when it stops its falling.
I love this.
Okay.
I love this.
How do you know levitation or something, Effie?
Effie does not have levitation. Effie does not have featherfall. Effie does not have useful spells for this. Effie wishes that she packed something like Tensor's floating disc at this point, but Effie didn't think this far ahead.
But that's on brand for Effie, so I think that works. Not to insult you, it's just your wisdom score is great.
Right. Yeah.
So how are you guys approaching the stairs? When you go to the staircase, just as a reminder, you're coming out of that weird particle lit room, and it is like pitch black. So Team Dark Vision will be fine. Anyone who doesn't is going to have a bad time, or at least, especially going down. It's one thing to go upstairs in darkness. It's another thing to go down. So
you guys, you got me with your roll 20 infection.
Yeah, I think it's going. It's going around.
There were like shelves and things in this lit up area, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just gonna.
There's also a huge gap in some of the stairs.
This is why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Correct.
I just want to rip a shelf out of the shelving unit, just make a bridge. Doesn't have to be fancy, just has to hold a door weight, and if it holds us, it'll hold everybody else.
Yeah, that's accurate.
You get a pat on the back from David. All right, good idea, lad. As you bridge the gap between, that is not a problem whatsoever. All right, so that's going. So you bridge the first step. Give me a marching order if you don't mind, and let me know if you're going stealthily.
Alright. We're gonna have to use our imaginations on this because I
minute.
believe my other account has just got kicked off too.
Yeah. Well, Brannigan was pushing ahead, and it's not worth trying to tiptoe and plate mail. You just be ready for what's coming, because it's coming.
Okay. So I will say you obviously track the clattering
Yeah.
dwarf going ahead of you. Dwarves, I'll say.
I feel like Effie's casting light, so not really trying to stealth.
Yeah. With that, I think Moody would bring up the back just to make sure there's a plate in the front and the back.
Mauricio, I know you're going to ask. If you don't mind giving me a perception check?
Actually, remember how I said I was Dane damaged?
Yeah.
Didn't even occur to me.
Thank you for playing my character for me.
I was just sitting there
That
like,
sounds so mean, but... Oh no.
Awesome.
Yeah, what on earth? It wants me to log in, even though I was logged in before. I
got-
can't launch the campaign without logging in.
Every time I hop in, it either gives me an internal error, or I get to the point where like I see the chat and then it kicks me back out again and makes me log in. So it's just kind of stuck in a loop. So I don't think it's.
That's what it
on
just
our
did to
end
me.
at all.
It let me in for a second and it kicked me out.
Web apps are fun for everyone, folks.
Committed
yeah.
grave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Another
like
thing
Like,
you can
see,
like.
Roll20 has brain damage in solidarity with Maya, and
With
we love
Maya,
to see
yeah.
it.
Exactly. You know, it happens to everyone.
Solidarity. Yes.
It's all right.
If I could make a perception roll too, I'll roll in chat.
Sure.
You-
Yeah. Whatever
Okay.
you guys, however you guys want to do it, so I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, you can roll in the Twitch chat too.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
can
about
roll
that.
the Twitch chat. That works. I will say,
Oh,
with
17.
Maristeel's roll, you are glad to see that nothing has changed since you came up here, and the traps that you had looked for and had seen before obviously aren't appearing in any new way, shape, or form. So you'd say the next like 2 or 3 flights are pretty safe, based on that check. And with a 17, and I imagine you have a bonus to that.
Mhm.
That's pretty substantial. You would be of the same same kind of idea at least. So yeah, we'll say there's light being cast, so you don't have to worry about tripping or falling anywhere that you would normally be able to see. So I'll say you guys go down the next couple of flights up until where it's split, without pretty much any issue. As you come back down to where you were, with that the door is now open, obviously.
Okay. At the halfway point, when we've gotten back to the place where we entered,
Yes.
Effie's gonna turn around, like just be like, "All right, maybe get ready," and we'll shout out, "Okay, go for it!" And
Okay.
we're gonna
Alright.
see Chompy.
So you hear, okay, and what is the biggest assembly of clattering, and the first 3 or 4 like da 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 da, and then it goes like the staccato speeds way the hell up, and you hear a crash of whatever that shield hit is just bouncing across,
no.
and then one solid thud. I gotta roll some damage for poor Chompy here, as he does take a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Well,
My bad rolling. All right, he rolled it off. He has good form, but you do hear a clattering shield and a poof, and then like a solid thud, and then like a roll over of like he just kind of tipped back onto his own feet. I'm down.
Oh. Did Chompy make it all the way down?
I would say with that, it's like. You know what? I'm gonna roll the acrobatics. This is gonna be awesome because they have great acrobatics.
You're going to have a treasure chest roll acrobatics.
I just did. Yep. And nope. He made it about 6. But I'll probably say most of the halfway down. But the shield has clanged off the wall. I'm gonna have who was Caboose again?
Me.
Oh, Moody, could you roll me a dexterity save, please? As a
Oh, okay.
a shield that
Okay.
is flying out of control.
I told everyone to get ready, so
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that
I
kind of
did.
help?
I'll give you advantage on it, just because you were warned that something might be coming.
I'll take it. I'm gonna roll in Twitch chat again because
Sure.
I don't. My real 20 is not
You're good.
working.
No
Okay,
worries.
so the first one was a 10, and I think my bonus is like a 3 because of things. So it's not great. It's 14 on the other one, so I think perhaps I have a 17.
I had it in my head as 15, so that
Oh,
that
okay,
passes.
good.
So you
good.
clang, and like you turn around and see this like thing coming right at you. You're able to duck. Maybe it gets the tail end of your brain as it goes by. It continues to kind of clang against the other wall and roll its way all the way back. Like you know when you roll a coin, you hear the as it kind of rides the wall of the staircase all the way down. But I will say, for those of you who are listening, it does take like a good probably like 10, 15 seconds before it hits something and then stops.
Yeah, I think Effie's gonna mutter, awesome. Grab the shield and like go up the stairs to see how far down.
All right, the shield went
far down
past you
Chompy
guys, so you got to go all the way down, grab it, and then come all the way back up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll grab the shield and come back
Let's
up.
go.
You are determined to make this.
I mean, is everyone waiting for this? Because once the shield flew down, I was ready to go. Like this is, it was already
we're gonna,
silly.
like, keep moving on, I guess.
Like if the group wants to have
Like,
this, I will be. I'm not gonna, but I don't want to bully anybody into the moving on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Chompy and I will catch up with y'all.
Oh,
It's no
boy.
problem. We're just heading
leave
down.
the wizard by
Heading
themselves.
downstairs.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
How big is Chompy again?
Chompy's like a good he's like a steamer chest. So I'd probably say
Okay.
like 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet. Like
Okay. Does he have
long
handles
and
on the sides?
yeah, he's designed to be like carried.
All right. I think after seeing that mess, Moody is going to be like, okay, I could probably carry him at least for a little bit, but after this, we'll have to devise a better plan if we want to keep him around. But I do know my athletics is like a plus 11, I think, or plus 10.
Okay.
So I will attempt to.
What's your raw
carry-
strength, if you don't mind?
It is a 20.
Oh yeah, you got this, no problem. I think 20
Strong.
is what, like 6 something that you can carry. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he's well under that, so you can.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those like, and heavy thing down the stairs, no railing, not the best situation.
Yep.
I will ask you
Plate
for.
boots.
No,
get
it's
out
a
of
low
here.
DC.
I know it's coming. Yep.
I don't think it's acrobat. I think it's just athletics because you're just placing one foot.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Give
Sure,
me
sure.
athletics, give me athletics.
Once
Does
again,
somebody else
in-
want to help Moody move the couch?
No.
No, you don't have to. That's a natural
mean-
2, but I believe that turns into a 13.
If you
I
help
remember.
enable a terrible plan, you're
Correctly.
then responsible for it.
All right, so my DC in my head was a 12. What did you say you got?
Oh, 13.
Your first step, you know, like when you misstep and like your foot meets is like half your foot, like it just
It's
it
like,
teeter
no,
totters
yeah.
on the stair edge. Like you had
Yeah.
that, you're like, oh shit, but you're able to kind of slam your heel down and then keep going. Needless to say, no one in a country mile is going to be surprised as to
If we
where you
arrive.
motherfuckers are. Just so you know.
Correct.
But I will say,
Yeah, I think Moody, as you like come down to the railing, holding Chompy like very carefully going down the stairs, Effie's just like gonna give you a quick peck on the cheek and say thank you, Moody, and cast a quick cure wounds on Chompy because I love Chompy, and
Such
Chompy
a
deserves
construct, it doesn't count. No, I'm done. I'm sorry.
no.
1 hit point of
No,
damage gets a full cure spell.
Oh, it was only 1 hit point?
there's only 1 hit point because I roll like ass all the time.
Yeah, never
Well,
mind
yeah,
then.
we can't see that because
Okay,
we're not
I
in
will
roll
just-
20.
Oh,
So.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was one. I rolled a 1d6, got a 1. So yeah.
Okay. No, you're
Yeah,
good.
if Chompy like just has like a little cartoon boo-boo on their head, I think
100%.
Effie's gonna like run up to Moody, quick peck on the cheek, and then just like do a bunch of kisses all over like Chompy's like tiny injury, and just do too much, do the most.
Yeah, there's a little. He has like little brass corners, right? Because that's how they held the metal together. So one of them's like slightly dented, like and minor, like quarter of an inch. Like you'd have to really look. But yes, I imagine that is covered with your green lipstick at the moment.
I'm sure Mauricio's gonna look back up and be like, "What was in that feast?"
I think
I'm
everyone
okay.
is gonna see it very visibly on Moody's face where he was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this for now so we can keep moving, and then you're just gonna slowly watch like regret like come into his face as she's starting to kiss him. It's like, this is unhealthy, right? This is not a good this is a toxic relationship.
At one point you said all the way down the stairs, which to me implies we're not already. Which
Correct.
means this whole Three Stooges capade got us to the landing we started from.
Yes, that's what I understood at least.
All right.
I would say with Moody picking it up,
Patience is a virtue, and I've got it. So
Yep.
let's go down these stairs.
All right.
Oh my
So the
God.
crew continues to go down the stairs.
Hilarious.
The newly acquired mimic friend in tow
Mhm.
or in hand. You guys have done. I think. Give me another set of perception checks because I know Mauricio would absolutely ask for it, and so Team Monk seems to be on the trap patrol.
Team Monk.
And,
I will be right back. Sorry.
I'm glad that you noticed the second time because nope. Head empty.
I'm trying to do better and preempt some of these because you guys have clearly said that you're trying to look for these things. So.
Bonus is at least an 11, I think.
Moody is way sharper than Mauricio.
At least, yeah.
Right now.
Okay. What did you roll? 16 plus 11? Good lord.
At least 11.
Okay. As you were going down the stairs, you get this weird sense of vertigo as like one of the walls seems to like from the angle that you're looking at looks like it just continues going straight instead of in a spiral. And as you stop to investigate, and this is towards the bottom, so you guys were up front. You go to investigate and kind of examine the area. You realize, like, poking with whatever you have in your hand, the next, like, series of stairs was an illusion. And below it is just, like, a chasm of who knows what. It's just black. Even with your dark vision, you don't see anything. And more importantly, you don't see the shield that went careening down here anyway. But you know it landed on something.
I think Coraline's immediate reaction would be to put her hands up, like like this, arms up like this, like okay, stop. This is an illusion. There's no more stairs. This is a ledge.
And I will say even it's you don't see it in person. I'm sure you kind of demonstrate, but anyone who checks the stair area realizes that it is not. There's nothing there. It just goes through. I will say, Brannigan, give me your stonework. Like I can see stone stuffs. Roll,
I can
please.
see stone stuffs.
Yeah.
You know what he means.
I can't remember what it is. It's like
Pain Bramage is
Stone
going around.
what'd you say? I'm sorry.
You were talking about seeing stone stuff?
Yeah.
It's stone cunning? I mean, it's not necessarily like an innate dwarf stone sense.
Stone.
I don't have a spidey sense that tingles. It's just when I examine stone, I have advantage on a history check.
Correct. If you don't mind giving me that. Oh no, Anita.
Yeah, she's been popping in and out. This is a hilarious night of
See, the whole
things
thing
are
about
not working.
Yeah, shit not working, yeah.
is I've got to determine what that bonus is. Am I proficient in history? I don't recall. I think I am. What's our proficiency bonus?
Hold on. I can pull up your character sheet. Hold on.
Yeah, Dennis, you might need to get our
Also-
character sheet numbers for us because we can't.
One of my most
screenshot,
favorite
bro.
things that I've ever said is, do I have proficiency in history? I can't remember.
I don't think so, if I remember correctly.
I'm pulling up your sheet. Give me a moment. So I'm gonna call for the checks and then roll them myself. Okay, year history. You have proficiency in history.
All right.
So I'll talk about the advantage. I will roll it here. I'm rolling. Oh my god. I got a net 20. So it is a natural 25 with your bonus, sir. As you kind of look down, the wall, the adjacent wall, some of the stones looked just like the wrong type. Like it was very close. It almost looks like it was painted or made to artificially look like the rest of the stone. But that keen dwarven eye for detail caught that. You're like, no, there's like a line here that goes from the floor to the ceiling, relative ceiling, probably like a good 20 feet in this wall here, right? Probably like a good 15 feet before the drop off and stairs.
Just gonna do one of those things. You just like backhand slap your buddy's shoulder to draw their attention. It's not like hard, just like look at that. But that they, she'd be like, door.
Oh, that's a oh. Muradin's beard. What is that? Is that a door?
If I had to make a bet, but I'm not a gambling man. I'm start just like gently poking a few stones to see if any of them have give.
Yeah, you poke a little bit of it, and some kind of like dust and debris from who knows how long it's been there kind of falls, and the scene becomes a little more apparent. Are you giving it like a good like?
I was kind of just kind of feeling it out a little bit gently because I was just looking for a stone that was a switch. But if the whole thing starts to move a little bit, like if I'm knocking dust loose, then I'm gonna put a shoulder into it.
Okay, yeah. Give me an athletics check. Just to see how much of your
that I know I have a +10.
Oh, I gotta roll it. My bad.
I can roll
look, I want to apologize in advance because I'm rolling.
Okay, so you just crit for me. Oh, nice 20. I got a 19, so a 29 on the athletics.
Yeah, you just like a solid kind of thunk. The wall, stone on stone, begins to kind of scrape, and it's like one of those like turnstile type things. So it starts to move into a vertical position as you continue.
Does it try and keep spinning if I get it to the halfway point and stop pushing?
Yes, it actually would.
So I'm going to see if I can arrest that movement so it can just stay open.
All right, so I would say you got it moving. It's less difficult to get it to stop, so that's not a problem. You can pull back on it and get it to slow down. But you guys, I would say the monks are kind of in a weird position because you're on the other side of the door now. So there's like the stairway, there's a door bisecting the team at the moment. Team Dwarf and anyone, probably Moody and I imagine Effie are on one side, and then Team Monk is on the other. You both kind of look, if you look forward, it's darkness up until a point where you see this kind of bluish light coming forward. It's probably like a good, like 75, well, no, probably like a good like 100 feet away, where it's just pitch black, and then you see this kind of lighting up ahead from what looks like a doorway, but you can't see beyond that.
Just to clarify, it was turning on a central point, right? So the monks can still enter the new hallway. They're just at the moment. Okay, so
at the moment you just split, yeah. But yes.
So I'm gonna go around, like go into the tunnel, and then go to the other side of the door. Just poke my head out. Come on, path this way.
We'll follow him in.
Okay, awesome. Is Maya still with us? Bye.
Wait for coffee.
She went to get coffee, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Kit.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check for yourself and for Maya.
Okay.
Because I imagine those are coming.
14.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
One more for Maya.
One more?
Yeah, he said for you and for Maya.
It's not letting me.
Really? Why not?
Because it's an identical message, Foos.
Oh,
so?
God. So type something else in between and then type again.
Also, you just got a insomnia inspiration.
What up?
Insomnia inspiration.
Insomnia, what did we do to you? Is my question.
We were good friends, and as such, he wanted to help us out by giving the DM inspiration because he's a good person.
I cannot tell you how frustrated I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
Mm.
It's all right, man.
Thank
Sorry,
you
I'm
so
sorry.
much for supporting the channel, Insomnia.
You're
Also,
a hero.
good people in chat. The players are dying in here. There are demons
We're basically at full health.
everywhere. My
We've got a
new
hero's
best friend just got grievously injured
One
sliding down the
HP
stairs.
for a box that shouldn't be here. And you know what you don't do? You don't
Help
reward
us.
beggars, chat.
Help
You
us
don't reward
if you
beggars.
can.
Okay. I will say, Moody, you also are. Oh, two things. This is now kind of flat terrain, so I don't know if you were planning on putting Chompy down. Or
Yeah,
you're just gonna
the
carry him?
second there's an opportunity to, that he will.
Okay, absolutely. So you put him down.
Gently.
Yes, gently. Well, the intention is gently. He's not like they made a ton of noise, and he knows that anyone who's possibly listening could be heard. But like, he's also just fucking let go. No, he is gonna attempt to lower it.
I will say, Moody, give me a perception check as well.
God!
I'm sorry.
Sure.
It's so weird, like trying not to have people roll in D&D because that's what this game is about. But I will say, in the meantime, Coraline, you saw something that resembled like an imp or something, just dart in front of you, or from like the left side into the light. And you caught that. It was very faint, and like the light is like, as you get closer, it's all encompassing. It's one of those like walls of light when you walk up to it, you're like, kind of shielding yourself. You can't see anything past it, but you do know, at least Coraline knows that the light is at least passable as that creature has gone through it.
Does my blind sight pick up any?
That's why I was having
Like
you roll.
Okay.
So you rolled a 13 plus your wisdom. Let me see.
I don't know what that is. It might be a 2.
I got let's see. Wisdom. It is a plus 1.
Oh, it's plus 1. All right, my bad.
But that's not bad. That brings you to a 14. And I would say, yeah, you kind of on the cusp of your blind sight felt movement going towards the doorway. And I will say that you're kind of lingering on that. It's somewhat shattered by Chompy's.
Yeah, moving.
Clamming behind you.
I think as that happens, like Moody's gonna turn and just could you turn into something that has wheels? Is that weird to say?
You talking to Effie or?
No, Chompy. No. Effie, can you grow wheels spontaneously? No.
I saw a cart once.
Okay, have you ever seen like a wheelbarrow? I mean, a cart could work, I guess, but like a little.
Hold on, let me see.
You're rolling to see if he's ever seen a wheelbarrow.
Now we're gonna detour for a cart.
He doesn't have advantage, but yeah, he's seen a wheelbarrow before.
Perfect. There you go.
Arthur just
Oh no, he's gonna change. I see what you're saying.
yeah. He's all right. Don't look. And he goes into like a corner.
He looks away, or he puts his back to him.
Yeah. Okay. You hear kind of like weird, slightly oozy sounds, and then after a few moments, like kind of like a slight thud, as like the back wheels of a wheelbarrow have like hit the ground, and you have what looks like a steel and wooden wheelbarrow.
Turn around and
Effie
Perfect.
is obsessed. My boy is so talented. Look at him. A wonderful chest, such a great wheelbarrow.
Oh
I
my
love him.
God.
Now Effie is pushing Chompy the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And this is much faster.
Okay. No problem.
No, it's slowing us down. But if we can get him to reveal that he's a mimic, they might attack him, and that attack's not coming at us. So
Oh my God.
ultimately, could be a good deal.
If you think that Effie won't throw her whole body in front of that wheelbarrow, if anything possibly was about to hit it, then
Look,
I'm not
I
sure
don't
what
want
planet you're
anything
living
to
on.
happen to Effie, but if the only person dragging a mimic around is the only person that goes down, that effectively does the same thing.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
And as long as I can kill that
Oh,
mimic
no.
quick, and then revivify, I'm so sorry to tell you what they did to your boy, but he's gone.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What we're hearing is Joe
I love the meta
Effie.
conversation. Brannigan is entirely too nice to do any of that.
Effie might lose it. Actually,
You'll
if
be
that
fine.
happened,
You'll be
Effie
fine.
might just like start breaking vials of poison. That vial that we found that leads to the plane of elemental fire. Effie-
Corlin has that actually.
It's
Yeah,
that's
Effie would
really
find
unhealthy,
everything
yeah.
and
I see
break
what you're
it.
talking about.
Nothing. Effie would destroy everything in the room and then herself.
Yeah.
If
Unhealthy
anything
relationship.
happened to Chompy.
Yep.
Okay.
Accurate.
Good to know. All right.
So,
So
Nanners, I need to know this.
Sure, hit me.
Do mimics have a soul?
yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
There might be monstrosities, but they definitely they're not automatons. They're sentient.
Okay, there you go.
They're
I mean,
not going to win any spelling
It depends
bees.
on
but-
whether they're pretending to be shoes at the moment. What's down this tunnel?
I mean, it's got significantly more wisdom than Effie does.
Okay.
So I mean,
Nanners, one more question I had. The imp, does it
Sure.
look familiar at all?
actually, yeah. Give me a history check.
All right, I know this one. It's a 0.
That's a 2.
Two. Oh god. Did you have any bonuses to history?
No, that's a 0. I know that one. I told you.
Oh.
I know this one.
I got distracted by the wheelbarrow. There's an imp?
The wheelbarrow, like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's tough. You're not sure if it was like an imp, a mephit, some kind of other flying. There's quite a few like winged flying little creatures that are humanoid, and you're not really sure which one's which, unfortunately.
okay.
Is it currently flapping about, or was there like a
No,
flap?
it darted ahead into that wall of light that you guys are kind of walking towards.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Woody.
clearly the wall of light isn't a problem then, because
Okay.
they can fly through it. So let's go.
All right. So yeah, Corlin would approach this very carefully, just being aware that hey, we just had a fucking ledge kind of situation right there where the stairs ran out, like end of the sidewalk style. Let's just approach this carefully, see what's going on, and just maybe get a peek around the wall if we can, so to speak.
Sure. Okay, so you'll approach carefully.
Carefully, yeah.
What's weird about this room is there don't seem to be any adjacent walls. The darkness just goes for quite a bit. But as you walk towards the actual wall of light, there is a difference in stone. There's very clearly like I think even you at this point would understand this is like a dwarven style kind of threshold.
I beg your pardon, even you? What,
Even
what does
you.
that supposed to mean?
Because
you're not a dwarf.
it means you're not a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
So I would say
Thank
that
God. Okay.
Rude.
Anyway, we're in the dwarven halls, and being careful just gives them a time to plan. So I'm gonna move ahead.
Okay, so you're gonna try
I don't
to
like
breach.
to override anybody as Brannigan, but
Okay, all right.
you ain't time to poke your head around the corner because they're waiting to shoot. You got to be going around fast and shield up.
Are you breaching through the light wall?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brannigan, you walk through the light wall, and you're met with a combination of like bluish and reddish light, and these kind of ornate rugs that kind of welcome you in. There are glowing runes on the ground that are all clearly dwarvish. You see the emblem of or the face of what is Muradin kind of implanted into the floor in like this kind of stone relief. As your eyes kind of track forward, there's small kind of torches on sconces as on pillars as they go forward. And at the very end, you see a figure that now dominates this space. It is a solid 15 feet tall, 3 sets of horns, 3 sets of wings, the first on fire, the second more devilish, and the third angelic, holding a trident that is just covered in frost and rime, and itself kind of creating this blue glow around him. And as you come in, you watch as that same little winged creature darts up to him, and he catches it with his offhand. And yes, I'm well aware they're here. Thank you. And just kind
This
of
guy seems like a bad guy. Is he a bad guy? Like, obviously.
He's got angel wings.
Joe, I will bring you over to the map, and I'll let you make that distinction.
Sure.
Oh. Joe, are you
What
in roll
map?
20? Can you see
Joe's
it?
not in fucking roll 20. I can't show. Damn you, roll 20.
He sounds blatantly, obviously like the bad guy. And if there's,
Okay, can you post it in Discord?
I can't.
We have
okay.
Sorry, good. Okay.
Please, someone. I don't want to over.
I can't even load regular roll 20. I could do that up until now.
Yeah, someone
think-
they did put out an official
Oh.
notice of they're working on it. So
Took him a while.
Tell him to work faster.
I
know.
will say in the interim, you do see a total of 3 crystals. There's 2 smaller ones on the way up, and then 1 very large one in the back that seems to be kind of also. It's one of those weird things where it's like it emits up to its like its area, but the light doesn't bleed over anywhere else.
Are those
very
the
clear.
crystals we encountered before that were?
This one looks very similar, but it is different.
Okay, well, similar but
larger
different I
inside.
can work with. My gut says this guy looks like a bad guy, so unless there's any room for doubt, really, I know exactly how I would react.
Oh no, I think
I'm
I
a-
do too.
I'm gonna throw a hammer at the glowing crystal, and then I'm gonna poke my head back through the wall and go, "You need to hurry the fuck up. There's a demon here."
Okay, two things. The room is huge, and you probably don't get perspective of that because you don't see it. But
Yes.
yeah,
How huge is
can't
huge?
see it.
yeah, hold on. Give me. I'm trying to get a
Huge
screen.
is
I get another option.
I didn't anticipate roll 20 completely dying today.
Nobody did.
That's
completely
planning
shitting
as
the
a
bed.
DM, bro. What you doing?
Oh my God.
What you doing, that kid? Get out of here, keeping me honest.
Oh,
Stop fucking around, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. This devil angel hybrid creature sounds incredibly
already know.
hot.
Yeah.
I feel like we can talk it out.
Well, it's a good
I
thing
feel
I'm here
like-
first.
I feel like they're just misunderstood.
I love this. I love this. Didn't you post that picture today, Nenners, earlier? Where it was like my soul leaving
Yeah.
the body when
Yeah.
the villain is hot or something.
I think it was yesterday. I don't know. The week.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
day, the
God.
weeks. Yeah, the days of the week are
Oh no,
blurring
is
through.
the aftermath of this story is going to be Effie becoming a lich and then Brannigan with a heavy heart knowing he has to do something about
He has
that.
to do what he has to do. This is
And he's
Bygone.
not going to wanna. And maybe he'll leave that for other heroes because it'll be too sad. But
Oh.
Okay, so I pasted it in the Bygone sheet. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Bygone keep.
It's okay, Nenners.
Roll 20.
Whoa,
that's
it's a
essentially what
cool
you see.
map.
Um,
I'm so
it
mad
is
I can't see
it is bigger than that though, considerably.
Holy shit.
But let me see. From doorway
okay, yeah, I definitely
to the big dude, it's 230 feet to get to him at the from. If you just stepped in,
okay.
that's what you're looking at.
I need my
That's a
sheet.
huge
I
bit.
don't remember which options I have for meta magic. Can you double check for me, please?
Absolutely, sir. Give me a sec.
I have empowered spell and another one, and it might be distant spell.
I think the curse.
Okay, first thing we're doing, I guess, is downloading some sheets when this shit goes back up, just in case for the future.
Dude, it's brutal, man. I've never
Yeah.
seen. Like I click on Brad, like you can see my face being illuminated by the white window that I'm
Yeah.
waiting to load.
To
Who's
be
in-
honest, if there was anyone who was still in there and it was working, it should be Nenners. So I'm glad that of everyone who has been kicked, you have not.
Don't speak too soon. I think this. It didn't take this
if you
long
could
last
send
time.
another angry message, please.
Also, meta magic. Did
Channel your
Brannigan
anger,
become
go.
a sorcerer?
I've had meta magic the entire time. Girl, where you been?
Incredible.
Nenner, could I smite the guy from here? I've always had
Did you walk in as well? Because I think, as far as I know, Brannigan is like, I'm getting to the end of this
She's
tonight.
sneaky about it, right? She's
Okay.
trying to get like a lay of the land first, but
I
this guy
ain't.
went first.
Is Mashida?
Okay. No, it's a blank. It's a blank.
I'm pretty sure that the other one is distant spell, but it might be subtle spell. I don't remember. and it's very relevant in this moment.
I wish I could fucking tell you.
I
I'm
know, hold
almost
on.
tempted to like give you guys a break and see if Roll20 gets its shit back on track in that time.
We could just like
Because
check
I'll be
the
honest,
time or
you know, given what Brannigan's probably going to do, I don't think I can do this accurately without being in
right. We
TT.
kind of need it.
Yeah, I need some
hear
kind
you,
of
I hear you.
interface, or we're going to be typing up a storm in Twitch.
Yeah.
And it'll be super slow and kind of take away the gravitas. But
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
up to you
if-
guys.
We can take a quick break. At the very least, we'll do the 10 minutes and see if anything changes, and it'll give a chance for everyone to have a break. And if not, we'll have to figure something out. Because oh boy,
We
but yeah, I'll
could
put us on.
try talking to the devil, you know,
That's already
Getting to know
that ship
them.
has sailed.
see if they like
Oh, I
long
wonder why
walks
it
on the
failed,
beach.
man.
Because I pushed it right off the dock. That's why.
Also, Brannigan was first, and like the worst part about it is there's a part of me
No.
that wants to be like, of course he's going to attack, but like if if Moody was right next to him, he would have thrown something at him too. There's no way, like there's no way that wouldn't have. That's how
All
it was
I
going to
hope
start.
is
So.
that when we free Mistra, she's gonna say thanks. Then she can look at Effie like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Thinking that guy was hot? He's kept me prisoner, and you're sitting here flipping sides. You know what? No magic."
No, that wasn't the devils. That was the demons that kept her prisoner. And
I'm
like,
pretty sure that's this guy.
No, they're different. There was a trio. That
no,
was different.
that guy's like an angel devil.
We don't know what he is.
hybrid
All
thingy.
we know is he's bad.
Okay,
Like,
we're going to
bad,
break.
like bad, or like bad, like Michael Jackson bad.
Bad like a holy
Um,
warrior about to put him in the dirt. That bad. I'm gonna do it with exploding magic batteries. It's gonna be great.
I am kidding. Like, I understand the
I
crew
know
that I
you're
rolled
kidding.
into this place with. Like, well, let's fight. Let's fight the big
No, it's
guy.
great.
with
I
the
know
horns.
It's
you
great.
know.
Even
And
though
I know
he's
that
really
you know
hot,
that I know
and
that
Effie
you know.
doesn't wanna.
Listen, I'm here for it. It is all amazing. We're gonna go on our break screen, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. So we'll be back around 9-ish, 9:02, 9:00 whatever. We'll be back.
I was
Come on.
so hard that I thought we were.
He's a tiny baby, and we're live.
5. Now we're
That means we're live.
Things are kind of not working, but also kind of working. It's a mess. It's a mess.
All right, Joe, you
but,
should see the room.
do.
I'm gonna copy you on there. I'm gonna copy everyone on there, obviously.
Hello,
So
buddy.
we can get here, but I have Foozie's silly mods here, and the interface has changed.
You just have to undo the interface thingy. Yes.
It's cool. I'm not hating.
Right.
Just
My
adjusting.
perception was at least 11.
Isn't it 14?
It's 15.
15. Yeah, I was like, you're definitely underselling yourself, but I don't know enough to say anything. Okay, we can see rolls. All right, we're going. We're getting there. Roll
Okay.
20 looks like it's back. And I think we're back too. I have this very dramatic music playing because we're seeing a big old devil demon. Okay. I think everything's working. Hooray!
Okay, I want to get all of you peeps in one spot.
How come the first thing I see is your one perception roll?
I don't need
God,
this kind
everyone
of
is-
negativity
No, it's true.
in my. No, it's okay. It's
I
great.
love it. It's so
I'm having a
good.
great time. I was testing that out to be
Bonus.
like, can I roll? I was like, I sure can. Like, yeah,
Can you kick it? Yes, you can.
100%.
All right,
Oh, God.
Brannigan, you should be here now. Then keep in mind, it's not your whole crew. The only one next to you. What the fuck?
Oh no.
What's up, Mims?
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna try this again.
Mhm.
What the hell?
Okay.
Okay, skip tour. I don't need the tour. Thank you. I'm
Hold
trying to
hands.
paste.
Join in prayer.
Okay, click off.
Oh, they're trying to hold his.
Oh, okay.
It's very late for me because I was reading other things and trying to make sure everything looks good.
Well, I'm on here
Let's-
twice.
okay.
I don't know. The kid in my mom.
I don't understand how you're on here twice. Delete whatever one you want. I think what's the name's on here twice too.
Okay, that's me.
There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna keep
Yes,
everyone
hi,
back here. I will say reasonably, you're within 10 feet of opening, getting because it's not like a hard door.
Sure.
So like you're walking through it, and then when your eyes clear, you'll be like 10 feet in. And that's essentially
Okay.
what you're seeing. I'm gonna put it on. Let me know what action you're gonna take. We're gonna say that's in motion as everyone else kind of reacts to this.
Are we all on the same map now? Because I'm still looking at the truck.
Not yet, because he's the only one who's gotten through yet. So I just want to get the order of operations correct in terms of what people are doing and what's going on.
No problem.
Okay.
You
Well,
said
what
a
has
lot
to
of words.
happen is I have to move forward. God, this map is so long. All right. I can zoom back in so I can tell that I got there on that. So I would move forward as soon as I saw him. And we gotta fucking. I don't like that it comes down to a dice roll because I'm bad at those. But I would run in and then I would create an image which puts the image within range to cast a spell from, and aiming for the crystal above this dude's head.
Okay.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
And I'm going to use a sorcery point to distance spell because that's the only way I can reach it.
All right. Yeah, go for it.
It does. Yes, it doubles.
Woo!
That's the right. Okay. Come on.
Woo!
Let's go!
Oh,
Woo! Joe is back. He's ready.
Oh, it's terrible.
Joe
Let's go.
is absolutely back.
Let's go.
You unleash this guiding bolt from your thing, and it feels as though the will of your god is behind this itself, as this spell goes
I will
zipping
say,
across.
visually, it is just a radiant, ethereal version of my hammer.
The hammer
Streaks forward.
streaking across this thing at a speed. And you watch as Mephistopheles goes to kind of like move and watch it kind of arrogantly get out of the way. But it does hit the crystal. Now, normally I would say that it doesn't do that much because it is a crystal. There's a couple mechanics built in, but it slams into this, and you see there's like a series of barriers. And you've seen this before. Effie had to go through some kind of layers to get to the actual crystal. but the first one it hits just begins to spider crack all over the place and just kind of shatter. And you have essentially deleted the first part of 3 puzzles with your natural 20 guiding bolts.
Whoa. Very
And
cool.
with that shatter, there's kind of like this painful ringing of like this crystal glass shattering across this whole hall. And it's just kind of like, you mortals, always so reckless and loud. How do you think this is going to end?
What?
Womp, womp.
I'm down here just doing this, like.
Yeah. I will say,
gonna explode like most other batteries did. Oh well.
Okay. Fucking
Brannigan was
excellent.
not thinking that was the last thing Effie dealt with. I was thinking this was a crystal you juice up and bomb away.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good.
It worked out, but
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's everyone else doing
Yeah.
outside?
Effie would follow if, like, I think we gave up stealth when we took a wheelbarrow down the stairs. So
Yes.
Effie's just going to
I mean, you
follow.
did.
Yeah, Effie's just gonna follow
Okay.
Brannigan.
Cortland would go inside too. She would try to be sneaky about it, try to find a hiding spot or something, or at least something not that's like right in the middle there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corlin,
I think Effie's gonna like walk in, look up at the giant devil demon thing, and just go, "Hello, sailor," under her breath.
Damn!
Yeah, it's probably gonna say it in Infernal, so none of the holy warriors get judgy.
Okay. Sounds
Even though it probably doesn't work and they're judging anyway.
that,
Yeah,
that
just
will-
because you said it in a different language doesn't mean you aren't in the background. Like, yeah.
Okay, so that's those two there. Moody and Mauricio, what are you guys up to?
Well, I'm stupid right now, but I think Mauricio probably was minding, the whole area to make sure there are no other weird illusions or traps or anything. So she's a little bringing up the rear, I guess, as they come in.
Okay.
And then she sees the big giant thing and is like thinking about how she's not going into melee immediately because that never goes well for her every time they face a powerful thing and she runs right in. Nope. She's just gonna hang back and see what happens.
Okay.
Not getting bit today. Nope.
Moody, that leaves you.
Yeah, he's definitely running into the room. Probably would stop after like going a good like 15 feet or so in. Is just trying to like see if there's anything he recognizes about that. Like, is there like a ritual happening here? Is there any like writing or anything that he can like recognize as a thing that he would be familiar with at all? He's just getting the lay of the land first.
Sure.
But I would say he definitely has unsheathed his sword on the way in.
Okay. Two things. One, I will need a perception check. And then two, I forgot to mention this, and I probably should have mentioned this the whole time. Creed can take the form of a melee weapon that you want it to take. So if you
Yes.
prefer a spear, it can be a spear.
Ooh.
Can it be a table leg?
I just set it up
That's the
as
lighter.
the.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
It would actually be about the same damage, just piercing
just-
instead of slashing.
yeah.
So yeah, aesthetics.
up to you.
Yeah, I think he would.
That's my bad for not saying
No,
that. But
no
yeah, I meant to say
It's
that.
all
Great.
good.
Well, since you have a second spear, can I get another one?
You can't. No,
God damn it!
mine. You can't have it. No.
Why do you need so many weapons?
All right. You guys should all be on the map now. For some reason, Quinn's on twice. I don't know why. Quinn, just delete whatever one you want to delete. Doesn't matter. You should be able to move yourselves and keep yourself 10 feet of room. For those of you behind, I will say you did specifically say you wanted to hide. God damn it, kid! I was talking to you.
Oh, We lost him. Oh, he fucked right off. Kid.
Yeah, it was doing a weird thing. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
This is technical difficulty night. It's okay.
Yeah.
One sec. Let me throw up the fucking virtual background here. One segundo, por favor.
You gotta throw up your camera, bro. I don't even see you. But
I know you can't see me. Un segundo.
You wait your turn, Nenner.
I've been told.
That's the energy I was getting from that.
100%.
I like how the other background is a sun, and then we transition from the sunset.
There he is.
To sunset with none. To sunset with none with Kit.
All right. Kit, you mentioned that you wanted Cortland to hide. I will say you can't, as you can see here, the light just bleeds into this area.
Mm-hmm.
I will give me a religion check, please.
Okay, first of all, which one am I deleting?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're identical.
Okay. Give you a religion check. I know what that is, so just roll 20. Just roll a 20 in this case. Okay. Roll.
You should be able to, can you not use your sheet?
I can. I'm just gonna do it this way. There's a 9 for you.
Okay, it's flat.
It's flat. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You can try to hide, but it will take like a full action essentially to get out of line of sight.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. Hammer was thrown, shattered the crystal. The rest of you kind of pour into this hallway as this fiendish-looking fellow is on the other side. Looks over, sees obviously the team dwarf who looks like they're stealing for a fight. But tell me, does the kind of head tilts the clocks that does the brave servant of the forge here speak for all of you?
Was there anything he was able to recognize? Because I think you said
sorry.
you wanted
Yeah,
me
I
to
did.
roll 2 things, and I only rolled perception. It was hot garbage, but was there anything else you need me to roll?
The other one was religion.
Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah, no, I got you.
Ooh!
My God.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
Yeah.
I think, Moody, you walk in here, and your
Ah.
deal is killing fiends, and this is the
It
biggest
is.
fucking
It
fiend
is.
you've ever done seen, and that's all you see in this room. It's just tunnel visions out to a target. Might as well have a crosshair right across it. Like that's it. Moody is on a mission.
Accurate.
The
Take a moment.
creed
Thank
is
Foos.
flaring in response to your willingness to kill this creature. That's
I just want to thank you for taking 2 nat 1s because that lightning rod is the only reason I crit.
Look,
I'm
I'll
certain
take it. That's fine. You're good. You're good.
Just be done with
I
it
wasn't-
now. I got the crit, so you're good.
I was rolling not great during Legacy either. Maybe this is a long-term thing. I don't know. Ned's here though, so hopefully
Well,
now
welcome
that
to
he's
club.
here, it'll be okay.
Maybe this whole roll 20 shenanigans was them deciding to nerf Foos.
It could have been, yeah.
Effie will go ahead and speak up and say, hey, yeah, we're a fighty bunch. It's been a long day. We're here to destroy a battery. So if you can be helpful to that quest, maybe we don't have to throw hands. I don't control what they do. But I am ride or die for this gang, so like we might be scoring up. Though you seem interesting. I'm Effie. This is a weird way to start. Hi, I'm Effie.
He takes kind of a long, deep bow and kind of shows off all kind of 6 wings that he has on his back.
Shoot him in the
And
head
then
when he puts it
comes
on.
back up. Some call me Mephisto, but you may call me Mephistopheles. I am willing to part with your battery. It's of no consequence of mine. I will require the harp as an exchange. And if you want it in writing, he kind of snaps his fingers and you watch like parchment start to kind of unravel, and this adamantine quill floats up and begins to pen the beginning of a contract in what looks like a very dark red liquid that can also be arranged.
The moment he does that, Mauricio's just like, Because he wasn't
Yeah.
ahead earlier.
I think very much the same reaction with Corlin. Like, it's nice to have confirmation here, you know?
So that
Oh,
was,
wow.
oh.
Like, so, Nunners,
Yes.
as far as Epi was aware, only like a piece of Mephistopheles was released from the heart.
Correct.
Is this that piece?
You can make an Arcana check. The DC is going to be super high, but yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't want to fight the full Mephistopheles.
Well, while you ponder whether you want to fight the full Mephistopheles, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy so bitch can hear a dwarf.
Okay.
And we've had some conversations about devils offering contracts, so I have the context to say, you've been denied twice. There's not going to be a third chance for you. Have the
Whoa.
second, because that's all you've got left.
I love dwarves. It's like they're walking little laws themselves. Easy to predict and easy to break. But as he says that, with your 28, he's obviously clearly an imposing figure as he stands. But you're catching little like shimmers and things. Like he doesn't seem to be full strength as far as you can tell. And perhaps part of the show is to kind of embellish whatever he's currently going through. But if his soul was separated and he hasn't left yet, and clearly has not made it to the hells, or his particular domain of hell, it's a good chance you're fighting the non-full version of this entity.
Mini
Yeah.
Mephistopheles.
I feel like as soon as that clicks in Effie's head, I think she's gonna say, "Oh, bestie, you don't have to be compensating that hard. Like, we get it, you're a big, strong devil from the 9 hells. You're very imposing and everything, but for real, we just need to get to this battery. So you can go back home now. I know you really don't want to be here. Your form is shimmering. Like, it's been so long since you've been home. Go. Like, seriously. You won't bother us none. Like, I got your contract. We can talk later if you really want to. But, like,
I think at that point, like,
We
you
got
would
work
feel
to do.
you would feel Corlin's arm on your hand on your
Full
shoulder,
ass
like,
dash.
no, stop talking, that's not happening.
Like the fools
No.
can go.
Like, no.
Roll me either an intimidation or a persuasion check, depending on what you're going for.
okay.
Going for
Persuasion is so
indicative
much
movement.
better, so we're gonna go persuasion. Yeah, I'm not intimidating this Lord of the Hells. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't cast anything before, so I believe in you. My luck will hold. I'm talking to an Archdevil. Let's make it happen.
Woo!
Ooh.
God
Anita
damn!
is killing it. Damn.
So you
Nanners,
just...
I rolled a 30.
I see that, yeah. Again,
I rolled
I will-
a 30 to convince Mephistopheles to leave us alone. What happens, Nanners?
I will leave your party unharmed if you just give me the harp.
Why do you need the harp so badly anyway?
Other than that, I assume this is going to lead to violence, given most of
I mean,
your
get out of
party is brimming for it.
He fights walls and
And I appreciate your willingness to see the other half.
About that full-on dash I was talking about.
You can run. All of this is in
Alright.
time. Yep. So
Okay, well,
anyone's
there's some things happening. I got to do some measuring because I'm gonna send this guy 30 feet and then for a bonus action, swap with him. So that gets me. God damn it! Let me select things and move them. Roll 20. That should get me there. And then I have half my movement left, so that should get me there. And then a dash should get me another 25.
Quick soundtrack.
Top of the stairs.
You can hear me, right?
Yep.
We
that'll-
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Responded to.
Yep, that'll work. That gets you to the top of the stairs. He notes you running, but he's still. You speak well, and perhaps you would serve well in some capacity. I do appreciate someone with an academic knowledge of magic. But there's an opportunity here that's simply too good for me to resist.
which is?
He's just letting that linger. This is those of you who are talking with him, you realize this is very much like a poker game. Like he's not going to show you his cards so that you put some chips on the table. You know?
As soon as I get in range, I'm gonna show him my cards. So
All right.
Oh my god.
Figure Brannigan is charging while this is happening. He's not flinching. He's still kind of waiting for another response as this particular everyone. So I will say
Yeah.
Effie and Brannigan have played their hand. The rest of you can make kind of moves if you want.
Moody is also running up. His sword is drawn, but and he is super like keen on murdering this dude for sure. But I think like as he's breaching this area, he'll kind of take a look at these and see if they either look familiar, look like they're changed at all, look like anything is different about them as he's going up. But
Sure.
I think at some point between the conversations, I think he's just gonna kind of like as he's clutching onto his sword very tightly, just what we will call you is uninvited and consider your offer declined. As he's sort of running up and looking around.
Okay, so you are moved yourself up to your max, I imagine, sprint range. if you
That
have
was
it
my
right?
dash. That was
Okay,
my
awesome.
60 feet getting to where
All
I am
right,
now.
so you're getting there. Give me what is your spellcasting modifier? Wisdom?
It's charisma.
Charisma. God, I
I'm a
always get that mixed up.
paladin.
You are a paladin. Give me just a roll with that, and Brannigan, you can do me the same because you are now under the effects of what he is trying to discern.
what roll?
Uh, a wisdom roll for you. Just roll a wisdom check.
Do I have advantage from Hero's Feast, or is that it's not a save?
This is just a
It's a check, right?
It's a check. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
save.
Wisdom.
Brannigan, as you are running by, on the right side, you feel there's a connection with the divine that you have, right? You call upon the god, they serve you, or not serve you, but they provide you with power. This, as you get closer to that one crystal, you feel it being amplified, as if there's some other kind of field at work as you've come within this range of this particular crystal. Moody, unfortunately, that is a big fiend. You're gonna fucking kill it. That's how this
I'ma
was going
kill it.
on. You were just
I'm gonna kill it.
there's a mad sprint to this thing. The dwarf is in the lead, but that's only for now.
Yeah.
Riddle me this
I-
before I act on crystal reactions. I have this orb
Crystal
here, and it lets me call and command dragons. I don't see any dragons, but how far away can I call them from, and how quickly could they get here?
It's,
My
I
goodness.
believe, it should be several miles. I think is the.
I'm assuming there aren't any to call, but I'm gonna be checking.
Oh my
Orb
gosh.
dragon kind, I believe, because you have a. All right, so we'll have you activate that. I will get to you on this next like bootleg term that I'm doing. But keep pinning that. I will get back to you. Moody, you're running. Failed that check, unfortunately. Mauricio, what are you up to?
I mean, she has several questions, but if he's trying to poker face, I guess bracing herself for when the dwarves make impact. What is this? So I think she's just gonna scoot up cautiously. Might as well use her full movement because we're doing stuff and it's action time. I'm smart. Normally. But not today. Sorry. So that's her movement. And then she could action dash because honestly, we're not really doing much of anything yet. Or I spaced the hell out again, which totally possible. And yeah, she's just gonna use her movement to get up close to the action and see what happens to our dwarf.
Okay.
Wait, can I use my bonus action to hand Moody some popcorn?
Do you have popcorn? Get out of here. All right, so that leaves, I believe, Corlin.
Yeah, I think she's gonna step up a little bit here, and she's gonna take that whole ass hide action thing.
Okay.
What is my movement is far?
Corlin, give me a intelligence check.
That's always a good sign.
Why you got this contenders? I was already suffering enough with this shit not working, but okay, sure. Let me suffer some more. Gotcha. I see what we're in. Yeah. Intelligence check. Hold up. There you go.
Okay. The DC was 10. This is an archdevil of the hells. It found you in a magnificent mansion.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably not going to be successful hiding from him.
Got it. Okay. All right, so I know. All right, so let's just move on up then. There's going to be a fight. She's ready for death here if it happens. My movement is 40, so let's see.
You do hear the thundering kind of somewhat out of shape steps of Thaven as he hasn't used his legs in a few centuries. So he's like, oh, I'm coming, brother. But
also, I did see. I think there was a duplicate up near Mephistopheles on the left side, and I was like, "Man, he's quick.
Oh.
He's so fast."
Speeding Gonzalez, my bad. Okay,
yeah, no, you're good. I just noticed it.
That's those two. I will ask. Chompy is currently in wheelbarrow form, so he has very limited self movement. If you decide to move with him, that's fine. I will say it's going to take 5 feet off of you because you can go quickly, but it's not the same as your normal movement. And if there's any kind of acrobatics or dexterity stuff that you have to do, it will be at disadvantage because you can't go forward, you're still holding on. It's a bit of a mess. Just as an FYI of that whole situation.
No, Chompy is going to stay in the back, stay very, very safe. This is a fight this is an expert level fight. Chompy is still on the novice. So we gotta protect Chompy. That is the number one priority. Chompy's gonna stay in the back. And pretend to just be a wheelbarrow so Chompy doesn't get hurt. And hopefully that can fool Mephisto. But no, I think Effie's just going to once Mephistopheles says give me the harp and I'll be on my way, we'll just be we'll just look over to Corlin and just say the harp is non-negotiable and the dwarf says you're out of time, and she'll start going forward a little 30 feet because Effie's not trying to run this entire way. That's a lot.
Okay.
Well, maybe this is a very big ass room and she's getting left behind. All right, we'll dash. We'll do it. That's 5, 10, 15, about here. Okay.
All right. I will say you can give Chompy orders. Do you want him to take cover or do you want him to just stay in this area?
God. Can I roll the wheelbarrow out the door to send Chompy away from this battle map into the room previously?
Yeah. I will say he can move too. He moves his little legs and the roll himself, so he could absolutely. He has his own like momentum. He's just slow. But yeah, I'll have him making his way out here. We'll say in the next turn-ish, he'll be through that particular light wall. Okay, great. We got that going. Brannigan, back to you.
Okay. I guess follow up on the dragon thing. What am I?
So I don't believe you get an official response. You've just sent out the call.
It's so they show up if they show up. I have no idea how that works in this weird extra place and whether that'll happen. But I was like, this seems like a guy who needs a dragon in his face.
But you've absolutely sent out the call. No problem.
Instead, I'm going to reach out to this connection of this crystal thing and see what that means to me.
Okay, so as you get closer to the crystal, again, you feel kind of empowered. Roll me a 1d4, please. You get +1, a third level slot back, and if you don't have it, you're overcharged a slot. And again, you feel just more divine energy available to you. So
cool. Well, then I will move my 25, which puts me at this thing, and then I will bonus action. Come on. Roll 20, be cool. We already put up with enough for me today. We'll bonus action make an image, and then we shall immediately use my lovely third level spell slot to cast a guiding bolt at this demon, devil thing. All right. So that.
Okay.
And a little bit that. Of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 13 just kind of goes sailing by him. It's considerably worse than the last time. Do you want to try that again?
Considerably. What a dick.
But yeah, that unfortunately goes harmlessly aside. Your boy Thaven's trying to keep up, but he's sucking wind. It's like it's a lot. He's running. It's just the poor boy's out of shape. He's been trapped for a long time. All right, so there's that. All right, so then we'll bring it down. I'm gonna say once you guys get within like 60 feet, we'll do an official initiative. But he's also kind of delaying, trying to see if you guys will see reason or anything like that. So Moody, it is, I guess, your turn in this bootleg initiative.
Yeah, he'll use his action to dash and get as close as he can. I think this is his last attempt to see if there's anything he can recognize or see, and regardless of the outcome, he's ready to swing after this. But this is him. I guess now that he's closer, I know. Like, I don't remember if I passed my check to like know what Mephistopheles, like his whole deal. I think I knew vaguely what he is. If I can see anything that might not match up to that, like what information that I have of him going into this, if there's something that's like, that looks different, maybe he's wearing something new, or I don't know.
Gotcha. So do you want to give me an investigation or perception? Are you trying to do this off of just what you see, or are you comparing this to same thing?
I'm comparing it to what I know.
So that would be investigation.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you have this neat paladin-specific thing called Vow of Enmity. Use that.
But hold on. It is, but it doesn't tell me about him.
No, it's just you make it a specific target, your bitch. I'm not talking about learning.
I'm aware.
I'm being
That's what I'm saying.
fun
Like,
time. You should learn him.
This is his last.
You do what you want to do.
Oh my god! Someone pray for me. He's ready to attack. We're ready to fight.
Moody, roll me a 1d4 +1, please.
Oh, sure, no problem. Okay, +1. That's a 4.
You get 4 spell slots. I don't know if you have level 4 slots as a baby paladin.
I do.
You should level 13.
So
I do. I forgot we dinged.
Yep. So you get 1 more of those as you go by, as you feel this surge of energy, and you're trying to recognize stuff. You're here to kick ass, and you're not sure if it's Creed that's driving you or if it's just you who's just hyper focused on this.
Maybe it's horror. Who knows?
Who knows? There's a whole bunch of factors you're not sure, but there's going to be one outcome to this. All right, Mauricio, it's a gameplay, girl. Fresh out of popcorn. Not trying to get into melee.
Absolutely not.
Not her.
How sturdy do these crystals look as she's like running in?
They're floating. They don't seem to be any cracks in them. There is energy kind of arcing off, like one of those like weird globes. I forgot what the globes are called, but like the ones with like little energy when you like put your hands on it, the lightning goes towards your fingers and stuff. That's the kind of effect that you're seeing. But in terms of like condition, they seem to be in good condition.
First off, I thought my movement was 45, but it's 50, so I'm stupid. And secondly, I moved myself 10 feet forward because I discovered that important fact
Mm-hmm.
about my character.
You're good.
And now I'm going to do more movements because movement is nice. So I'm gonna go buy the crystal. And I know you just said a bunch of stuff about a crystal. Why did I move my character and then wind up moving a picture of Cosmena? What the fuck? Anyways, roll 20 between.
I don't even have Cosmena as
And I know.
an asset in this game. All right.
No, I think it's. Do you have like the little portraits of us up at the bottom?
They're not
probably-
it's like little
Yeah,
bars.
yeah.
Yeah, then you clicked on the one, which is my recording, so that
Oh.
you saw that as you dragged it out, because that's her thing.
It's just
That's
like
it.
my character looks different. Okay,
Hi,
so now that she's close to the crystal, does she feel anything? Does there seem to be any kind of link between mini Stopheles and the crystal?
There doesn't seem to be like any kind of visual lines between the two. I will say you don't feel anything here. You felt a slight pull to your right as you ran towards here, but you don't feel anything from this crystal.
Okay, so what she's gonna do is she's gonna pull out a gun. She's gonna hold it to the crystal and be like, "Give us what we want, or the crystal gets it." Except this is not that kind of story. So, yeah, she's still kind of in like wait mode to see if. Well, she is gonna move a little bit more forward with her other action. At the very least, I guess try to put herself in the striking ring if it comes to blows. But she's not trying to be ahead of the dwarf who is trying to aggro super hard. She expects it's going to pan out like when a fly is attracted to a lamb.
Okay.
And then that's it. But
All right.
yeah, she's basically just kind of trying to keep pace with loading Brannigan and being ready for when he does things, which he will do because he is Brannigan. Brannigan be braining.
Yeah, no, that's Effie.
Alright, so there are these big floating crystals.
Yep.
And they look magic, kinda. Yeah?
Absolutely, they're
piece
floating. There's energies coming. Like it is. If it's not magic, it's some crazy shit going on. No one's ever seen crystals like this or documented. So likely magic.
Like, is there still some like remnants of exploded crystal above Mephistopheles' whole deal?
So it was just like a magical shell, because you would know specifically. Like there was like magical barriers before you got to the crystal. He shattered one of those, so it helps you out because you're likely going to be the one doing the tinkering. But the crystal itself is still pristine.
All right, so there's a magical barrier over all of these crystals, or just
the one in the back so far. No one's gotten close enough to tinker with them because it's team. I'm going to bash your brain in, so it's just there's no investigation on that side of things. But as far as you understand, and if there is a magical barrier around the big one.
Alright, let me just do a quick check to see how far away Effie is from that. Oh, that's 200 something feet. That's outside the range of Dispel Magic. Dang. That's unfortunate. Okay, Effie's gonna like... What do we got here? We got 30 feet, so we can get like here. So 30. Yeah, no, here. Cool. And from here, how far away is everybody? We got 45, 60. Okay. Effie's only going to be able to reach the dwarves, it seems. Oh, wait, no. That's 60 feet to reach. To reach Mauricio as well.
Oh, you're so nasty.
Mauricio to reach Moody. So Effie's going to cast a second level bless. Just a
So
second
am I.
level bless on
Okay.
everybody that she can reach.
Excellent. Yep.
Thank you for blessing me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh
Man.
wait, no. I don't bless Mauricio because Mauricio is super fast and is
Oh.
outside of my range. But I do bless Moody.
Wait, can I counter that by saying I was the most thankful out of everyone when you said that you were casting blood? Never mind, you're good. It's all right.
I'm so sorry, bestie.
Sorry, I'm just gonna thank you for a
This is the
blessing. I
way
don't
it
get.
is. But yeah, second level bless on me, the dwarves, and one of the elves, the armor elf.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, mark everyone, all those lovely people down as having a bless. All right, excellent. Corlin, as you are beginning your approach, you hear specifically to you. So you have brought the lambs to the slaughter, but you've also brought my harp. I would offer you the deal, but you seem to... Well, let's be honest, I don't take rejection well. I will give you one thing, though. Which one of them do you want to die first?
Yeah, I think she just laugh and start running forward. All right, so if I dash here, I have 100 movement, and that can put me right next to Moody.
Huh.
Okay.
I
right.
genuinely think he would be like, God! How's quick?
How much is that? Like 100 meters per 6 seconds, I think. What's the
100
record?
feet in 6 seconds, yeah. But, like,
Holy fuck!
considering
Okay.
you're doing other things.
Yeah, that's super fast. Moody, Corlin, can you roll me a wisdom check, please? Check,
Okay.
not a save, don't worry.
Wisdom
A
check.
check.
A check.
Whiz check, baby, whiz.
Ooh!
It's a good roll.
Solid.
It's a good roll.
Solid.
Roll me a 1d4 plus 1.
Ooh.
Slash roll 1d4 plus 1. 2.
You get 3 key points. If it's over your limit, you are supercharged. Enjoy. As
Did
you
you,
are
did
running
you think
past...
he did add the +1? So should it be
Yeah, I
2?
did that
Because
too.
he rolled a natural 1 plus
Oh,
1.
I...
2. Okay.
I don't want to rat him out, but I was like, where'd the extra one come?
You're
I wasn't
right,
sneaking.
you're right.
I mean, I wasn't trying to sneak something in.
No, you weren't. You're good. It's all... Everything's fine.
This is
We're all
about
friends
Nanners
here.
being incompetent. Nothing you did.
Yeah, true. So anywho, running close to the Jesus Christ, the crystal on the right has supercharged you on a spiritual level, and has allowed you to get that. Okay, that is the end of that. I will say, how close are you guys? I think it might be initiative. Yep, well, it's close. Yeah, I'd say this is a
Let's
fair
do it.
initiative.
Let's do it.
I will, before we go anywhere further, we could roll initiative, but it is 950. Do you want to roll initiative and keep it here and have a week to think about your first opening shots and maybe conspire, or do you just want to fucking go in and then we'll deal with the consequences next week?
I'm willing to wait a week. Only because I am so stupid. I said wait a week instead of wait a week. Wow.
We can still roll initiative, but yeah, I'm asking about the action, essentially.
Holy shit.
Maya's
They
toast.
took more than my blood today. I'm not.
Maya is finished.
Maya's cooked. I'm good. I would love to have a first round, but obviously if you're tired, this is totally cool. We can wait until next week if you'd rather us push it back.
Yo, I was double clicking on Euphemi like what is going on here? I'm trying. Oh, god damn it.
Happens to the best.
Oh my god.
I think based on all of my actions, I should have plus 10 to my initiative at least.
Now, yeah. This is a good time to roll 19.
Plus
Fucking really?
10 to your
Whoa, hold on there. Wait. I'm not used to seeing you that high on that bar, Moody.
No, neither am I.
Just saying, just because the dice are rude doesn't mean I wasn't leading the charge from the second we had a glowy door.
Then I had a D4. Can I add that to my initiative?
As an inspiration. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Why not?
Oh, no! No!
Oh, no! It's okay. It's all right.
I have
it's all
one too.
right.
Hold on. Thank you very much.
God
I'm
damn it.
sorry. Mephistopheles has a 25 dexterity.
Good for him.
Nanners.
He's
What
an
the
archdevil
fuck?
of hell.
This is only a part
Yay!
of Mephistopheles.
It
It's
is.
only a teensy bit.
This
This is only the part of Mephistopheles that can fit inside of a heart.
and then it was a little, and now it's tight.
See, I feel like what's happening right now is learning a lesson about getting your game face on and not trying to be friends with devils.
I love the teensy bit.
that was adorable. Yep, I'm there for it.
That's so good.
Okay, so consensus is we'll start this combat off next week.
Yeah.
And then, we'll have our battle with the Archdevil. Hopefully, Roll20 won't throw a curveball at us, and we'll go from there.
It'll be a slider next time.
Yes.
That's a baseball term. I'm like 86% sure.
That's a baseball.
It is. And I'm not happy about it. Let me put us back on the other screen.
Okay.
I think I actually do have someone for us to raid pretty much immediately. Because I do believe I'm clicking on all of the wrong goddamn things.
Brannigan,
What's up?
roll me a d20, please. Just a regular, like a regular d20.
A regular one, not a loaded one? All right, I'll put that away.
Not a loaded one.
Okay, no, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us, even though we went through many technical difficulties along the way. And again, to be honest, this was probably decent timing for it to happen because we weren't mid-combat, we weren't mid, huge discovery or anything, so at least we got to kind of, hang out and figure it out together. So I'm glad that we're all back. We're going to get into this combat, and it's going to be very exciting. Once again, I want to shout out that we're having the lovely Anne DM or GM on our channel for the first time on Sunday.
Correct.
So feel free, come hang out.
Super
I will say, unfortunately, it is during the same time that Dispel Logic is live. But if you can keep a tab open for the both of us, I appreciate it. But
listen, I'm just saying one of us is an established story with a bunch of characters that have been growing together, and it's a very interesting narrative. And the other one's brand new and just about to start. So you put your time in. No, obviously. Anything on this channel is going to be high quality and worth a watch.
No, thank
Hell
you.
yeah. Check them out.
We are going to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, I'm just being obnoxious and reminding Nenners that I rolled 28s and 30s to interact with Mephistopheles. I fully expect this to be Effie's first husband. We're gonna have to plan the wedding.
Super dead.
I mean,
It'll be-
all you have to do is get him that harp. That's one hell of a dowry. You can
That's
talk
one hell of a dowry.
You know what I'm saying?
We've gotta
If you
play
can
hard to
finagle
get
a
Nenners.
marriage
You don't understand.
contract,
We'll talk.
Okay.
and then make sure you get his shit when we kill him, good, more power to you. But you're gonna have to do it quick.
Be hilarious. But yes, we're gonna go raid Tamed Ryu because she's freaking awesome and she raided us before. And she deserves more attention because she's an incredible DM on Girls Run These Worlds. Every Wednesday she does Roll for Luck. And she plays video games. And right now she's actually playing Baldur's Gate. So I know some of us might not want spoilers. So if you don't want, just mute it, keep in the background or whatever. But she's awesome. Please give her some follows and some love and stuff. So we're gonna go. Have a good night and goodbye. there's a timer on that thing, and I had to hit it so fast that I forgot to get the ending screen. So even though we rated, the recording still going. Let me put us on the ending screen. Goodbye.